I don't think anyone should ever have to be downgraded that low and be that helpless and that vulnerable without their control.
We always look to Africa and stuff where the most poverty is, but there's poverty everywhere. We need to like go to the poverty optometrist and get our glasses to be able to see the poverty.
But what do you hope to get out of this knowing it's a poverty simulation?
Some really good information about actual statistics that we can use to help persuade people who are in those positions of power, who can actually influence a larger group of people than ourselves.
Basically, I want to be able to understand what people go through and what they feel and go through every single day.
What do you understand about world poverty?
That there is a lot of it, and it's horrible.
I reckon it's just plain and simple result of not distributing resources properly.
That it's disastrous, that it's widespread, particularly in third world countries, and there's not enough being done to help. Hope to have things made even clearer and routes of doing useful stuff.
I understand that it's massive, it's a lot bigger than what we see.
I don't think I understand enough about it. Once you're in, it's very hard to get out of. Yeah.
The issue's a lot bigger than we really see, and even though people can keep telling you that, you still can't really get your mind around what's actually happening to those people.
I think so often we actually forget the problem itself and how big it is.
I hope to get a first-hand simulated poverty experience that will change my view and life in some way, shape or form.
The biggest thing for me was realising that once you're in that situation, it is so hard to get out of it, and unless you strike something lucky, you're just so busy trying to just do all the simple things and just provide the most simple things like rent and food, and getting that is everything. It's all your time, it's all your money, and so to try and get anywhere above that and actually grow and move on is almost impossible unless you get lucky or do something drastic. I guess in the moment you kind of twist what is right and what is wrong because you have to survive. So yeah, it kind of just changes your perception and the way you think about stuff because you don't have a choice if you want to survive.
I think what I got out of it was a lot of emotions, anger. It's kind of just injustice, you kind of experience it firsthand. There's nothing you can do about it.
Him talking about the general anaesthetic thing where, as soon as you're out, they can just take everything from you. They don't have to give you anything. They don't have to give you the money. They don't even have to let you walk out of there alive. And, that's someone's life. That's like the beggar. That's a dad to someone's family, and that's just someone completely gone. With poverty, you don't think about those wider implications on people or what they'll do or... Oh man, yeah, I'm just devastated.
And you've got no room for dreams. Like, can you imagine being like a kid growing up and like not even knowing what dreams are? I can hardly express everything I feel right now because there's just so much, and to feel that on a daily basis.
And having that feeling for your entire life, feeling like you're a burden to your family, that you can't support them, you can't help them survive. That must be terrible. And when Tab was offering, one of the shops he was offering for kidneys, it was like the first thing that went to my mind. I just went straight up and offered my kidneys straight up.
No one
by nature is going to be a thief. You know, like most people, the only reason they're stealing is because they have to. I think it just really sort of highlighted how in a desperate situation you just sort of stray from all the supposed moral guidelines we impose on ourselves. Like, you know, I try and be a reasonably good person, but in the end, I just went straight to all the rule breaking just because it was easier.
My first thought was, oh yeah, another one of these sort of things that you come into. I felt cynicism for this as a start point. But after we went through the whole process and the feelings that I had of being nervous and scared and not being able to think, at the end when we had our discussion, it made me think a little about World Aid organisations. In the past I've sponsored children and I've stopped because I've just been thinking, well, what's the point? Where's my money actually going? Who's actually getting rich out of this? Is the money actually going to the people in these communities? Are they just throwing the money at these communities, or is it actually being used really creatively? Tonight, the discussion at the end made me really think about that and think about the work that these people do and how just being there, they can help clear people's minds. They can help people think a little bit wider than just about making the money to survive for the week. And they can also help with the building and the teaching and showing people how to make gardens and grow different crops and dig wells and make toilets and hygiene and all those sort of things. So tonight definitely portrayed something that felt quite real to me, and yeah, like I was shaking the whole time. I pride myself in being able to cope under stress and being able to stay focused. And the music, the heat, the noise, the pressure, it definitely got to me, and I couldn't make a bag. At the start I was shaking, like I was worried that we weren't going to get enough money.
It's interesting having the perspective of a shopkeeper, because we're with the horrible people who just ruin everyone's day. You sort of see like how quickly people will devolve. All they look at is, you know, the single thing, that being the money, because money is everything for these people, and how easy it is to just manipulate and use people who are like that. You know, having these people in the palm of your hand and just being able to literally get these people to do whatever you want. And it's actually really, really scary.
Now knowing what you've seen and what you've felt, does it change how you would respond to seeing someone in that situation?
Well, the way I have been raised is that if, like, just how I sort of saw the world was that if you saw someone that was in poverty, I kind of just assumed that it was because they hadn't tried hard enough.
Yeah.
Like, I never really thought, they're born into it. Whereas now, I realise that it's not, you know, like, if your parents have gone through that, then it's just passed on to you, like, you have no choice.